Heyan kules and taba. Stimela sipume South Africa. When uya baleka, kules and taba. Stimela sipume South Africa. Nur Ibrahim had 50 homing pigeons. He lived in District 6 at the center of Cape Town. Nur Ibrahim lived in District 6 at the center of Cape Town, where there was 12 schools, and Holy Cross Church, and Aspaling Street malls and Jews on Harrington Street, where the Indians and the Malayas, the natives and the immigrants, the blacks and the colored folks. Nur Ibrahim lived in District 6 at the center of Cape Town, where there was Beckenstar bookstore and Corners Park shop, where you can buy paraffin for the stove, fish oils, bullseyes, and omens rocks, where you can go down to the public bath, pay a ticket, take a 15-minute shower, and find yourself in the middle of the gangsters and the businessmen paving side by side right at the corner of Clifton and Hanover Street. Nur Ibrahim lived in District 6 at the center of Cape Town with 50 pigeons and his family. Now, take a city, Cape Town, and divide it into 12 districts. One of them, District 6, has 170,000 people. Now divide that by the Group Areas Act of 1950. And what do we wind up with? I'll give you a hint. It's the same as if we are to divide by race. So you're left with a remainder of one apartheid government and one Declaration of 1966, which stated that from here on out, District 6 would be recognized as a whites-only territory. Whites only. So no more Hanover Street with a thick smell of curry, or Jungras grocers, or Maxim sweeteries, or whiling school uniforms, or the sounds of school children, merchants, buses, laughter. No. After all that, we're left with only bulldozers. Leveled buildings, raised land, broken brick and glass. Not even phantoms will haunt this ghost town, because even the floating figures are not white enough. Nur Ibrahim moved 10 kilometers to Avalon, packed up the birds in their cages, and left District 6, Cape Town. He left Peninsula maternity homes where hundreds of colored babies are born every year, and the soda fountain where you can sit all day and watch the women bring their laundry to the public wash house 3 times a week. He left his house on Caledon Street. Nur Ibrahim left his home on Caledon Street in District 6 at the center of Cape Town, and moved 10 kilometers to Avalon. Now he lived there for weeks, driving sometimes past the empty plot of land where District 6 no longer stood. And the winds blew hard, and they swept over the dust and the dirt until every blade of grass bent beneath the weight of what was no longer there. After 3 months, droppings at the bottom of the bird cages became 3 layers thick, and Nur Ibrahim decided it was time to let the birds fly free so they can find their way back. And he knew that not all of them would return that day. And he knew that most of the cages would not be as full. But he also knew that sometimes gravity can become too comfortable. So that day, Nur Ibrahim opened the doors on the cages, and the winds that swept through Cape Town swept through and lifted all 50 pigeons into the air, into a cloud of feathers, as if to say, it does not not matter how long you put us in cages. It does not matter how strong your gravity is. We were always meant to fly. That night, Nur Ibrahim came home from work, turned off the key, and went around the back of his house and cried out in pain. Because right there in front of him were the pigeon cages filled with bird droppings and feathers, but no pigeons, because not a single one has returned to him. And the man who saw his house leveled to the ground without shedding a single tear suddenly felt his mind grow fuzzy, and his rib cage as empty as the cages the birds had abandoned. So he went back to his car to drive to try to clear his mind. And as he drove down the long streets of Cape Town, his hands moved beneath the wheels and he found himself on the abandoned roads of District 6. And as he neared Caledon Street, he slowed to a stop. Because right there, on the empty plot of land, amidst the broken brick and glass and dirt, were pigeons. All 50 of them, looking up at him as if to say, "Where is our home?" South Africa, sing a song of strength. We continue like a rolling train. We should never let gravity become too familiar, because we were always meant to fly. Shosholoza, hey and kules and taba, stimela sipume South Africa, when uyabaleka, kules and taba, stimela sipume South Africa.